guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my morning planning routine. To start off, I'm a little bit under the weather, so my voice might sound a little rough throughout this voiceover, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So my everyday planning routine is different every single day, but this is kind of like my ideal go-to planning routine that I like to do. But of course, every day is different and it changes all the time. But what I like to do first is I open up my weekly dashboard, which is my current favorite planner to use. And I'll open up the current goals and intentions section as well as my vision board. And I like to do this to get inspired for the day, remind myself why I'm making these to-do lists, remind myself what I'm working towards, why am I doing this every single day? Because sometimes it can feel like you're just checking off to-dos with no real purpose behind it, but when I look at my vision board and I remind myself of my goals and intentions, I'm reminded of why I'm doing this, and it gets me pumped up for the day, it gets me excited to work through my to-do list, and I find that this really helps me with just getting motivated for the day. Then I move on to my weekly dashboard setup for the week, and I check in with my to-do list there, and I just see where I'm at so far in the week, what I need to prioritize today, if I have anything I can check off that I forgot to throughout the week, and kind of just see where I'm at, see what I'm doing, see if I've been keeping up with my workouts and my habits, and kind of checking in on those, because if I see that I haven't meditated in a few days, today I will make that a priority. And that's really what my habit tracker is for, is just kind of checking in and making sure I'm hitting these habits more days than I'm not. It's not necessarily trying to hit it every single day, it's just kind of taking stock of your habits. Now it is time to set up my daily spread for the day. So I just open up a Thursday template and I duplicate it and bring it to the front of that section. After I get my page set up, I will go in, I'll pick my colors, and I will write in the date, and then I'll move right into this first section of the planner, which has a place to write your intention of the day, your self-care of the day, and your workout of the day. These are three things that I think are an amazing way to set up a healthy, balanced day, so you're not just focused on work, hustle, but you're really creating some intention in your life and filling up all of these different buckets, which is really important, at least in my life. So I love to do this. My intention for this day was positive energy and be present. This is one of my go-tos for my intention, and I find just by writing that out, it does help me remember to actually stay present and be a little bit more positive throughout my day, just because, like I said, taking the time to write it out, it just embeds it in your brain. Then I plan my workout and self-care, and when I write these down, it makes it more of a to-do list item. I've said this before, but when you write something down in your planner, you're going to be way more motivated to want to check it off. Just naturally, we want to check things off because it's so satisfying. So when you add in things like a little workout or a self-care activity, you're going to want to check that off, and you should take it as seriously as you do any of your other tasks, because it's really important. And we can work all day long, but if we don't take care of ourselves and our bodies, it's not all gonna be as easy as it would be if we do those things. So that's just what I like to do. Now we get into the part where it kind of changes every day. Sometimes I start off with my schedule because I already have a general idea of what I want to do that day. Other times I will start off by brain dumping my to-do list, but today I already had a loose idea of what I wanted to do this morning. I wanted to wake up, film this video, and then work out. So I started it out by just writing in those three things, and then I moved over to writing in my to-do list. Our brains can't really handle too many to-do list items in a day. I mean, we can't switch our brain to go from all of these different modes. I used to try to film a TikTok and then design a planner and then answer all these emails and do meetings and switch my brain into a million different modes throughout the day, which is fine, and some days I do have to do that, but as much as I can, I try to keep my list concise, and I try to group activities during the day. So I'll have a day where I do a lot of filming, or a day where I do a ton of editing, or all different calls and meetings, and try to keep it on the same wavelength for your brain to really focus. This day was definitely a lot more random because I was about to go traveling, so I just had a bunch of random tasks that I had to get up. So this was one of those days that was a lot more random with my to-do list, but I do try to separate them into top priorities and then the rest of my to-do list. And I'm also learning that just because you have a long to-do list doesn't mean that you're having a more productive day or that you're getting more done. I would rather have one thing on my to-do list and check it off to completion than having 10 things that are half done. I am really trying to remember that our brains have a hard time multitasking, and you're better off keeping your to-do list short and sweet and things that you can truly finish to completion that day, rather than just having a bunch of half-finished projects on your to-do list and feeling like you're never making leeway in any of them. So just keep that in mind whenever you're making your list, and maybe try it out. Maybe try shortening your to-do list a little bit next time and just putting only the things that you know you can get done that day. And trust me, you will feel so much better at the end of the day because you won't feel like you have all of these things that you couldn't complete or you didn't check off, when in reality it was just never going to happen in the first place. And this is where your daily schedule really comes into play, because little tasks, no matter how small and quick we think we can do them, always take longer than you think. For example, I always think filming a TikTok and posting it is going to take me 30 minutes, but it always ends up taking me like an hour and a half because I end up filming and trying to get different shots and editing it for a while to match music, and it always just ends up taking way longer than I think. Even though I wish it could take 15 to 30 minutes, I just know realistically now that's not what it's going to take. So whenever you're writing out your schedule and you're planning it out by the hour, really try to move through these tasks in your head. Go through the day in your head and visualize it and picture it and imagine approximately how long each of these things will take. And this will really help you create a realistic day for yourself, rather than just writing this whole to-do list and being like, yep, I better find a way to fit all this in, rather than just move through the tasks in your head and be like, okay, this will take me about an hour. This will take me 30 minutes. This is going to take 3 hours. And really try to be realistic and give yourself extra time, because like I said, things always end up taking longer than you think. And sometimes on a good day, they'll end up taking shorter than you think, which then you have bonus free time. And that is always awesome, to feel like you moved through your to-do list faster than you expected, and it's a pleasant surprise. But always give yourself more time than you think, and you will thank yourself later. Then in this little reminder square, of course, I can put random reminders that I have throughout the day that I want to document or take note of, just to make sure that I don't forget. But more times than not, I will end up doing one of these cute little collages with random photos that I have in my Photos app that I've downloaded from Pinterest. And I love taking a few minutes to make my planner spread something that's cute and that I want to come back to. And I've talked about this before, but one, it's a great way to just add a little bit of creativity to your morning. It's just a fun thing to do while you drink your coffee, and you can look through Pinterest and find a cute quote for the day that you feel like resonates with you that day. But like I said before, taking a few minutes to make your spread look nice and pretty is a great way to make this planner something that you want to come back to, something that you're looking forward to looking at, something that you like to, open up on your iPad to go in and check off your list. And it just makes it easier to come back to it and to truly use it whenever it looks nice and cute and something that you're excited to go look at again. And like I said too before, it's just a fun way to add a little bit of creativity to your morning. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. Some people think it's a waste of time. Personally, I enjoy it and I like doing it, so I will continue to. And that is the final planning routine. And I like to do this in the morning. Sometimes I do it at night, the day before. It all just depends. But just try to take a few minutes for yourself in the morning and set up your day, set an intention, try to fill up the different buckets of your life. And that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.